everyone. My name is Liliana Wilches. I want to give you a welcome to a special broadcast from UPB about exchange students. With us are two students, David and Jorge. I want to talk about your experience about the process of exchange. Hello, how are you?
Guten Abend.
Good night. Uh, I know you, David, was come from Germany, and you, Jorge, want to go German to study. Could you talk about you, David? Talk about you. Give some information from you.
Yeah, well, I'm making an exchange and I'm here to learn more about the culture, to develop my Spanish skills, but also my English skills. And yeah, I like it a lot to be here, honestly.
Thank you, and you, Jorge. Talk about you.
First of all, I'm happy to be here. I'm glad for the invitation. I'm 17 years old. I'm studying electrical engineering. I'm not from Medellin. I'm from a different city. It's named Florencia. And yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Jorge. David, what are advantages and disadvantages of a student abroad?
There are really many advantages to study abroad because you're in a different environment, and being in a different environment you learn a lot because you have to adapt yourself, you have to develop your social skills, your language skills, and also the teaching style here is different compared to the professors in Germany, and like this you gain a lot more different perspectives on the world, how to live your life and about the future. And yeah, these are really things that have a high value to me. And yeah, disadvantages could be, for example, that I had to leave my home country. I love it really to be in Germany and to be there with my friends, with my family. And well, but nowadays you can call them. You don't have to write a letter and it will arrive like a month later. You really can call them instantly, or also via video, and adapting yourself in this beautiful culture here in Colombia. You also gain new friends. So everything has like an advantage and disadvantage, but I think that the advantages are a lot more than, or a lot more important than, the disadvantages.
Okay, thank you, David. And for us, it's an honor that you be here. And now, Jorge, why Germany? Why that country?
Why Germany? Well, I really like a lot Germany. I think it is very rich talking about culture. I admire their philosophers like Kant, like Hegel. It's really exciting for me reading about them or watching movies about the country. And I chose Germany because the university has a alliance with German universities, and I want to finish my career there. I want to have two degrees, a Colombian degree and a German degree, to be able to work there. That's my goal.
Okay, before you say us that you came from other city, how you think is gonna be stay so far away from home?
I think it will be a little bit difficult at first. I think I will need to use my social skills, and I will need to know more people, to make friends. But for me, it is for me, it's an advantage. leaving the comfort zone is good for everybody. So for me, it's going to be good.
Okay, thank you. David, what possibility do a student have to study abroad?
There are many possibilities because there is a huge demand on a lot of workforces in Germany. So, or not only in Germany, you can also go to China or Singapore or different countries, England and Spain. So I encourage the people really to dream and think about the many possibilities the people have here. So there are, for example, um, here a station here where they give you all the information. You just have to ask, and then they will give you like the possibilities, the ways you have to go. So it's not always necessary. Sometimes the people think they need to have a lot of money, but there are also many institutions who want good students abroad in Europe. So they will help you if you're interested.
Okay, thank you. Jorge, you start a process to be a exchange student. Could you tell us how is the process? How can a student can start the process to be a
Yes, here at the UPB, we have a international relation department. So every student can go there and ask for the alliances and ask for the requisites. They will give you the whole information. So that's the first step. Then you need to start learning the language. If you want to go to French, you need to learn the language, or I mean, you need to start uh, achieving your requisites, and I don't know what else. Yeah, I mean, we need to prepare ourselves for the new experience.
okay? Talking about language, David, how was the process to learn language and for you to different language?
Well, I had some advantages because my mom is from Bolivia. So, like this, I had the connection to Latin America, and also I learned it since I'm a little kid to speak and implement well the language Spanish in my day-to-day life. But yeah, unfortunately, but um, finally, I mixed the Spanish language with the German language. So always when it was a little bit difficult for me, when I didn't have the vocabulary in the Spanish language, then I switched to German. That's why I still have to learn. I did not perfectionize my Spanish skills, and that's why I'm also here to develop it. And yeah, being in this country with so many people who speak Spanish, you are also and forced to speak Spanish, and that's something that helps me a lot.
Okay, and for you, Jorge, I hear that you have a wonderful teacher now. How was your process?
I haven't finished my process, and I think for a Colombian person it's pretty difficult because we have no, or I haven't had that direct connection with the culture, or maybe years like maybe like German entertainment, because that helps a lot. I mean, we have Hollywood movies, but we don't have too many movies from Germany. So it's not that easy, but recently we I have seen more videos on internet about learning Germany, about Germany for Spanish speakers, and that helps a lot. We have those resources to take advantage of them, and I'm in the process.
Okay. Well, a different question for David. What the most funny situation that you live here that you never imagined in Germany?
Well, at least I didn't thought about this, and yeah, two little stories that come to my mind with this question. For example, when you're in Germany, typically when someone asks you, "How are you?" it's like you start a conversation. Someone asks, "How are you?" and then you say, "I'm fine. I did this and this today," and or I feel bad because I don't know this grade was bad and I forced myself so much studying this, but no. And here it's like someone says, "Hello, how are you?" and you, as a German, start wanting want to start this conversation, but then it's too late because they simply say, "How are you?" and then they run away, for more or less. And yeah, this is something, for example. Or the second thing is we are all in a classroom and the professor is there teaching us something, and then suddenly someone yeah um, gets a call and he just picks up the phone and goes out and talks with the person like 10 minutes, and it's totally normal and okay. And in Germany, or at least where I studied, it would be strange to do something like this. It would be like disrespectful. But yeah, this happens.
Yes, I think there's no it's a normal situation in a classroom. Okay, and Jorge, what's the most funny situation that you're living here in Medellin?
What's the funniest situation I have lived here? Well, I don't know because I'm kind of familiar with the culture. Yeah. Well, in fact, I'm living since I'm not from here. I'm living in a student housing, and there are people from other cities come, like from Cartagena or cities far from Medellin. So it's funny when we are communicating and they appear with a new term. Yes, and we don't know that term before. So a it's a difference between our cultures, but we even if we are in the same country.
Okay. Finally, David can give us advice for living in other country.
Um, there is not so much advice I can give. I think the main thing is that the people have to search for this adventure, and they should dream. They should say, I want to go abroad, and then search for the solution, and not think that there are no solutions. There's always a solution, and also people who would really like to help you. So if you want to go to Germany, to Spain, to England, or even to Singapore or other countries, there are possibilities, and you should search for them.
Okay, thank you, David. Jorge, one advice for the student that want to start the process to be an exchange student.
Um, don't stop. Don't stop the process. You need consistency. It will be a little bit hard, maybe, but it's possible. You can. you have the abilities, and it will help you in a way you can imagine. It's a really enriching experience, and it will help you in every single component of your life. So it worth it.
Thank you. Thank you. It, I know that your words is so important for the people that is watching this special. And now we're going to go. I go and say goodbye. Thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you, Jorge. Finally, I want to give a special thanks to our wonderful director. And I want to give a special thanks for our professor that give this task. It's an interesting homework. Goodbye, everyone. Good night, and see you soon.